love your social media so that your people can love on you, or you can love on your people and then your people love you. And, Jess and I were just talking last week. Jessica Smith. Hi, Jess. Say hi.
Hey, you
There she
guys.
is. She's in Austin, just around the corner. We're both area leaders with Epic Realty and some other titles, but this is about helping our agents because we were talking about doing a social media kind of overhaul in February. And, it's not something you just sit down and do all at once because you'll just never do it. It's something I like to make be like a project for the entire month. So let's just go ahead and pick like one social media channel to kind of give an overhaul, just make sure we're doing it. Or for some agents, it's like, let's create a plan. So that's what we're doing this month in the month of February. And we are covering Facebook today. We are going to cover Instagram next Monday. The following Monday, we are going to cover LinkedIn. That's a great one. We have a great speaker helping us. Angela Kristen Taylor is a LinkedIn pro. And then the last Monday, we're going to talk about using video in your content and how to repurpose it. So we have a lot of great stuff planned for you guys. And we really hope that you take what we go over today and treat it like we are. You might learn some things, you might walk away with some things, but we also have a list of homework and the things that are the most important that we really hope you take the rest of the week and go do. That's the challenge. Take notes throughout Jessica and I's presentations, but then walk away with like some key things that you're going to go implement on your own for the week. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Jess, do you have anything to add
Awesome.
to that?
No, I'm excited. I'll hit it all when I start sharing my slides as soon
Okay,
as we're
great.
ready.
Awesome. And something else I just want to add, and the reason why we want to do this is that this is one of the foundational pieces of your real estate business. As realtors, it's about the marketing. You're not going to get the leads coming in if you're not doing some marketing. And I say this all the time, not to make people feel bad, but to put the bug in their ear that they will go do something in addition to this one lead generation funnel that we all have. We all have one lead generation funnel. We get our real estate license and we tell our friends and family. And I call it that. It's our friends and family funnel. But it's about so much more than that. It's about you can market to your friends and family, but it's best to do it in a way that you're strategic with it and that those people see you, know that you're doing real estate, and they want to refer business to you as well, not just because you got your license, but because you're showing them proof of I'm out there, I'm doing this. And
Mhm.
through all these different things that we're going to share with you over the next month, you'll have that proof and be able to share it. So I think with
Yep,
all that being said, we're just gonna, well, I want to hear from Jamie. Where'd Jamie go? Jamie, also, like, do you have anything to add? Jamie is
I'm here.
also our Austin area leader, and she is in on this with us, and she's awesome with social media too.
Yeah, no, just exactly everything you said. We're not gonna like break out time to, implement, but this will be recorded so you can go back through it as slow as you need to. And, it's just a little bit each day, a little bit each week, and building that presence on social media.
Love it. All right, I think Jess, I think we'll just let you go ahead and go over your slides, and then from there well, you'll probably open social media, so I'm just going to hand it over to you now.
Okay, awesome. All right. And yeah, like Dawn and Jamie were saying, relationships are great and in person is ideal. It's awesome. Phone calls and text are also awesome, but it's not as scalable or easy sometimes to be face to face with, a sphere of 200 people. So this is just an addition. So they see you, and sometimes face to face, I don't want to be like, hey, if you know anyone looking to buy or sell, do you have someone you'd refer them to? I feel awkward depending on the situation using some of those scripts with my friends and family because I don't want to be that person. So social media is a way that I like to use to remind people that I'm a realtor, that I'm, myself and connect with people and show them that I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go really fast over a lot of this just so we can get to the really specific tactical take home things that we can do to improve our content. But yeah, I am from here. I was a CPA before. I'm a little more introverted. I'm a little more analytical than most realtors. So social media has been a way that I can help scale my business and my marketing without peopling up close with people, like networking, because that makes me a little bit crazy, the small talk. But anyway, I can do this from my jammies, whatever time I need to, post a photo, spend 15 minutes recording or putting down some content and just going. I just skipped over a lot of this presentation, but just a reminder, I need to remind myself of this often, but we own all of our time. We all have the same 24 hours in our day. So I know it's not easy, but our time, what we choose to focus on is, in, at most times within our control. And my social media coach that I hired had this quote that always makes me think you can either feed your ego account or your bank account, but not both. Because I get it. It is cringy. I do hate the way I sound on video. Sometimes my posts, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm posting that and sharing that. But
I'm over here saying, dang, what is she doing? She's looking so good. Like
Yeah.
we
yeah, and
all
it's
feel
not,
that about
we do.
ourselves.
And it's not about us. It's about getting the message out to our people, helping them, getting over our stuff. And I know a lot of us are reading or just read, let them. But yeah, let them judge, let them unfollow. We need to just do what we need to do so we have no regrets. Are those people paying your bills, feeding your family? Nope, they're not. Okay. So, I kind of had talked about setting goals and filling the gap, but let's just skip on to why I love social media. It is scalable. You can spend 10 minutes on a post and get it out to hundreds and thousands of people. You can put money behind it and get it out to more. It's not like cold calling and you call 10 people and maybe talk to one. So you can kind of target and speak directly to your people. That, like, I was helping families upsize, and there are tons of mom groups on here. There's tons of people referring people in different neighborhood groups. So you can go where your people are, ask them what their biggest problems are, and really help them. And it is a good way people work with people that they know, like, and trust. You can do that with your content. I know we all have an influencer out there or celebrity that we feel like we know and feel like they're our friend because of TV, because of whatever, because they're emotionally connecting with us on social media. And yeah, again, so it's not awkward and you're, asking your cousins and family, and everyone knows a lot of realtors. So we can just put it all out there for everyone and see what we attract. Again, you can do it in your own time. You can get in front of new people and you can get lots of marketing for your clients. You can connect with other local businesses. Tagging some small local businesses has been great. I put that I just love their new restaurant. They'll share that with all of their posts. So it's easy to grow and connect and support other small businesses. And you can do it your way. If you are selling sunset and heels and fancy, you can do that. You can go show luxury listings. If you're, I don't know, funny, you can be funny. If you're awkward and whatever, you can just be yourself and you'll authentically attract people that connect with you. And yeah, clients, they really do just slide into your DMs or call you when they're ready. And these are so much easier to convert and cheaper than like paying for leads and other, it's kind of like you attract them to you instead of having to chase them. So the social media audience is kind of like a new extended sphere of influence. And here's just some proof. These people, I think I knew some of them from like college, but I hadn't spoken to them since then. There's two right here that I had never spoken to. And they asked me about a listing or got my stuff off of Google. Hey, you're a realtor, right? I wanted to see if I could ask you some questions. So they really do just come to you. They don't always like and share and comment on your videos and your posts. So don't feel discouraged if your, personal posts get all the likes and comments and your real estate ones don't. That's just how it works. But they are watching. They do see. So just a little bit about messaging. it is our responsibility to educate the public. Like, people are watching the news and freaking out. They're scared. They don't know what's going on. So think about what conversations they need, what messaging we need to put out. It's really about them, not about us. So what do people need to hear today? What problems are our ideal clients facing, like first-time home buyers? What are their fears? What are their goals? They want to feel understood. We need to put content out there that's like, hey, we get you, we get it, we understand, and here's how we can help. Like, I just think of all the mom content that I relate to, and I'm like, oh my God, she's in my head. She knows me. That's what we want our clients to feel when we are posting content. So don't be afraid to niche down. Think about who you're speaking to, whether it's buyers, sellers, upsizers, first-time home buyers. You can kind of tailor your content, and it's not going to repel everyone else. Even if you're specifically talking about first-time home buyer programs, everyone else is just going to be like, oh, great, she's a realtor helping buyers. It's not. But when your content is super generic and you're trying to talk to everybody, and your whole post is like, hey, I can help you invest or lease or buy or sell or do this and this, call me. That's not going to really hit home with anyone. My social media coach was like, if you're in a really, really busy place, a huge crowd, if you just yell out, hey, I don't know who would turn their head, but if you yell out like mom or Dan or Mike, like the more specific you can get to keep people's attention, the better.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to just put this out here on your social media platform. So when someone goes to your Facebook account, they know who you help, they know where you are, and they kind of know how you're different. It's kind of like your business card now. So your value prop statement, I help upsizers or I help busy families upsize to the house of their dreams using my key upsizing method or something like that is what I put when I was going through her thing. So you can interview some people that match your niche and kind of find out more, because sometimes we are our niche. We tend to like to help people that are kind of like us, but sometimes we're not. Sometimes we're helping downsizers. So talk to them, ask a past client or a friend, why did you want to move? How did that impact your life? So that we can create content that really relates to them. And then, like we were talking about, it really works best when you are also sending an email or texting or having an event or, dropping off a pop by. So it all works well together when you kind of not ambush and hit them from all sides, but you know what I mean, when they see you everywhere. And then it's hard when we get busy. So I set reminders and I set things up in my CRM to remind me to like I have their Facebook page in Lofty, and there's a triple threat method where you do 3 comments, 3 likes. I don't know what the other 3 was. Maybe it's just that. But for my VIP comment clients, I try to go in and engage with their stuff. And then, yes, try to automate as much as you can, set up reminders and tasks in your CRM to help. Okay. So some of the reminders and keys to winning the social media game: whoever gives the most value wins. Post for your audience, not yourself. Remember who you're speaking to. Habitual consistency is not negotiable. I know I'm not the best at this sometimes, but that's why Dawn and Jamie and I are like, let's refocus. Let's work together. We can go back and repurpose some content we posted years ago because most of it's still relevant. But we do need to be the example. And people, as much as we think they care about how we look, some people might, but they really care about how we make people feel. So we don't want to be complaining and bitching about drama or whatever while we're still in a mess. We really want to be the example and inspiring and making them feel seen and heard. And it doesn't mean you can't be real. I just like being real about smaller stuff and how I don't know, wore 2 different shoes, or my shoes broke, or I found a Cheeto in my purse, or whatever, just silly things that people can relate to. And this last one, I need to remind myself of this because we tend to try to have the perfect content before we post it. But any posting is better than not posting. I have not been good at batching my content creation, but I can take 10 minutes out of the day and post about whatever's on my mind. Everything is content. When you start thinking about it like this, like your pets, your kids, I don't know. Jamie and I do the silliest stuff trying to like change a light bulb or staging a house or, it's really funny. So I try to turn on the camera and make it content. And people love it. People love the outtakes. People love that we're just like them. We're not perfect. They can relate to that. So on Facebook, people are on there to be social. They're not on there to be sold to. I like to post most times about pictures of faces. It is Facebook. So our face, our client's face, our pets, kids, dogs, those are the photos that get the most engagement. And I also like to keep it conversational, make it easy to read, space it out. No one's on there to spend 10 minutes reading this huge block of text. So, and social media rewards people whose posts get engaged with. So if you're saying stuff and people are commenting, respond to those comments, especially if it's in with like the first hour of posting, because then they'll start pushing that content out to more people saying, hey, people like this, people are engaging, let's send it out to more people. So yeah, Facebook rewards you with people that are spending more time on their site. So to grow your following, get engagement. And your feed is kind of like your business card, your evergreen content. When people scroll down your Facebook, they should know that you know what you're talking about, kind of get a sense for who you are. And then on your stories, it can be, nurturing your community, kind of day-to-day stuff, personal behind the scenes stuff. I like to try to do my morning thoughts. I don't know, just what I need to hear in the morning, and other people like it too. And it helps people know who you are. So you grow your audience with emotional connection, you nurture them by providing value, and you convert them by showing them what you do and telling them, the value that you have to add. So you do that by posting about personal stories, lifestyle, and then you add value. You establish your expertise and you provide social proof, which is like other people telling people that you know what you're talking about, your past clients or PR. So that's just kind of a recap of that. You can do myth busting content, which are good headlines. People love like 5 best, 3 best. They love lists and 5 quick hacks on, how to put yourself in the best position as a first time buyer, or the 5 best, pretty inexpensive things sellers can do to add value to their house, stuff like that. And again, remember to make it audience specific if you want to focus on a certain niche. And then people like to hear stories, and people remember stories, and we talk in stories. So instead of just 3 tips on decluttering, you could say, I was in between showings and just thinking about my clients. And, since I'm focusing on upsizers, I can say their kids were having a tough time, with the move and deciding what to take. Apparently there were tears and heartache. I gave them 3 tips to get the kids excited about decluttering, and I thought I'd share them with you too. So it just makes it more personal and conversational if you kind of make it into a story.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, it makes sense. And and I tend to read stories more than I read just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These are good reminders. We're not all perfect spellers or whatever. So I copy and paste into Hemingway or Grammarly, and then it should be spaced out, like easy to read. They're not on there to read high level, vocabulary and stuff. They're there to read, like to take a mind break from work and stuff. So, and then the first sentence, the first 10 words is when people decide if they're going to read your post or not. So headlines are important. Video, we're going to get into this in a couple weeks, but people love video and people watch it. So use subtitles. A lot of people watch on their phones without sound, but we'll get into that later. And I just have like a quick start weekly plan, 1 personal post, 1 real estate post, and maybe 1 community post. And then questions are great for engagement. And sometimes they're really interesting. I did one that was like, what is something that you think you've done that no one else on my friends list have done? And that got some good engagement, some good stuff. Like, what did you want to be when you grow up? What's a song you know every word to? What do I need to watch next on Netflix? Whatever you want. It doesn't really matter if it's that life-changing of a question, but you start little mini conversations in there with people that you may not otherwise. So every 10 to 14 days, it's good to just throw in a question. And then Facebook will be like, oh, this person who writes the best content ever gets engaged with. And then we'll talk about Instagram too. I know a lot of things have changed, but I do kind of post the same stuff on my Facebook personal and Facebook business. So I try to make it social and not look like an ad. Most of it, I don't like to put my logo. I don't like it to look salesy. I just like it to look like me and my stories and my life. Personal content is emotionally driven, and that's how people connect with you. So you post personal things to connect with your audience. So like I posted the most embarrassing photo ever of me as a freshman in high school in my basketball uniform in ninth grade. It must have been before straight irons were invented. It was really, really bad, but it's funny. And I think I posted something like what I would say to this girl, Dawn.
I have to say, like, I got more engagements from when we went on a Jeep trip and I chipped my tooth.
Yes.
And I'm always talking about how I want to be real on social media. So I literally posted the picture of my chipped tooth.
Yes, people
And
can relate to that. I've done it.
I got more comments on that stupid post, and it just gave me more I don't know, guts to like just put whatever out there. Like, and
I
it
know.
helps to remember like people, they're going to see it right now. They're going to remember you, but they're not going to care about what you posted. Like whether it's all perfect and pretty or
I
not. Like
know.
they just
And
don't care anymore. We don't have enough
if they want to
space in our
judge me, yeah.
yeah.
Now it's easier in my mid 40s, but I'm like, let them.
Yeah.
It's
Let them.
fine. My people will still love me, and if not, they can unfollow me. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Um, so this emotional connection, these posts are what make people actually read and pay attention when you post your authority and social proof stuff. They're more likely to read your, here's my real estate stuff. Because if it's just all real estate stuff, they'll probably just keep scrolling. So share your life outside of work, give people a glimpse of who you are as a person. Um, don't talk about your mess while you're in it. Wait till you're on the other side and you have a lesson or whatnot. But it should never have a call to action. It shouldn't be like, hey, here I am in ninth grade, come download my guide. So that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I posted about my best friend, an only child. So whatever, these are good examples of hard times or just kind of sharing a glimpse into who you are in your personal life. Lifestyle is similar. It's kind of just like your everyday. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? People want to work with humans that they can kind of relate to. Shared interests are great. Military, if you're an ex-athlete. I don't know. And then you can surprise people if, I may not look like it, but I love heavy metal. That's not true. I love rap and weird things, but whatever, just post what you're up to. And that should also never have a call to action. I did post about the gym here. This person posted about gratitude journal. And so those are posts to emotionally connect with people. Then we move over to authority building content. And that is content that shows people that you are an authority in real estate, that you know what you're doing, that you have high value to add them, and tips and tricks that your ideal clients need. So yeah, your people usually don't care about your experience or, I don't know, your accolades, how much business you do. They care about whether you can help them get from point A to point B and where they want to go. They care about whether you have the solution to their problem that they're feeling right now. And then a reminder to not insult other agents. People don't get on social media to watch negative stuff, but you can educate, you can do myth busting, or you can tell them about your unique process and solution. So,
And with any of this stuff, like if you need ideas, AI is amazing. Chat GPT, you could go in and you could say, I'm a realtor in Austin, Texas, and I'm looking for an idea and just ask chat like what to do.
Yeah,
Where I'm actually going to be, if you're with Epic, I'm going to be doing a video later this week on using the AI platform that we have at Epic. So follow
awesome.
me if you want it more on that. Awesome. Sorry,
Yes,
Jess.
ChatGPT is awesome. You can also teach it how you talk. You can put a sample of content that you've created and ask it to talk like that, not like all the flowery, crazy, sometimes adjectives and language that it uses. So it's such a cool tool. But yeah, showing a house, the clients look for this, but I look for, foundation stuff, roof stuff, systems, water pressure, whatever. And then myth busting content, what you need to know before using a discount broker, what happens when you price your home above market value, are home inspections really necessary? This one I did, unpopular opinion alert. You don't have to and probably shouldn't put 20% down. And I did kind of the differences and PMI. And I was like, you could do a lot of other things with this money and invest it in other areas. But yeah, it'll just kind of catch people's eye. And then this is about my move up guide, how I have the solution to people's problems. So it says, you want to move, but your husband doesn't. You want to pool, your wife doesn't. You want to go further out. Like if you can't decide, here's why I do step one of our guide. We do a brain dump and we hear everyone and we like get on the same page, look at the numbers, we set a priority. So, and these can have a call to action. Check out the link in my bio to download your free copy of the Key Move Up Method. So, and then social proof is testimonials and case studies or PR. So you want your clients to see themselves in your other clients. So here's what I did for these people. Maybe they can relate to that. So I always kind of frame it how I want. And then sometimes I also put their review, what they wrote about me. And then the easiest, quickest kind, question content, engagement content. The whole thing is a call to action. You just ask a question and you don't need to put a picture or anything. You can just make it those big text things. And then headlines are important. I can share these slides if you guys want, but ChatGPT is also great at helping with headlines.
Well, we're going to have the video, so no one needs the slides because they could just open the video and go to whatever was speaking to you today and review.
Yeah. And so I like to read my content and just say, see if it sounds clear, simple. Am I talking like I would talk to my friend, or am I trying to sound super smart and whatever? Because social media is not the place for that. It's really just a place to get right to the point and be clear and talk to your friends. Okay. That's most of what I have.
Awesome.
To recap, posting is better than not posting. Done is better than perfect. I need to tell myself that 800 times. And then the only way to get good at posting is, guess what? By posting. Take messy, imperfect action like Bambi on ice. Y'all like that? Because it makes me happy. Take action like you're learning to walk on ice. And yes, it feels hard and cringy and uncomfortable. And also, so is not having clients and your phone not ringing. So we have to do something. We have to pick something and be consistent. I like social media. It's really efficient. Oh, and then this goal setting thing. I picture myself kneeling down to he's 6 now, and explaining why we can't go to Disney because mommy was a coward and didn't want to post on social media. It's harsh, but it's true. These aren't really hard things in the scheme of life. Some people are dealing with really hard life things and we're cringing about making a post on social media. So I try to put myself in perspective. But yeah, the people that resonate with you will respond positively, and who cares about the others? So that's
Love
what I
it.
got. And
I love it.
I can show you my social media.
Let's share your social media a little bit, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about friends lists and a few things,
Awesome.
and then we'll open it up to Q&A.
Okay. So I do have this big cover photo and it says what I do. I help busy families upsize using our key move up method. And when you click here, you get the guide. So that's kind of like a free landing page, if you will. And it's not perfect, but I do have what I do, my value prop again. You can see where I am, Austin, and you can go to my website. What else do you want to call out here? And then even though it's cringy, most of your posts should have you in a picture. So this is just like, there's
It's
down
not
payment.
cringy. It is not cringy at all. It feels
It
like
feels
it,
cringy to post, but
but it
some
really is not
houses,
because you got to
yeah.
think of it like I love Jessica and I love seeing her post. So for me, I'm just like, oh, look, she looks great. She's doing such a good job. But when we're posting it ourselves, we're just sitting there thinking, oh my God, nobody's going to want to see this. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and I just want to add too that, we're not trying to reach a million people. We don't have to have a million followers. We're just trying to reach the right people and the few that know us, trust us, or we've already communicated with, or there's cold leads or leads that are I call them have not mets and have met. So we're
Mhm.
doing things for marketing outside of social media to get those have not mets to be mets, right? And we're collecting their emails. We're trying to communicate with them in our CRM. We're doing all these different things. Once we're friends with them and we know them, then it's not cringy to like friend them. So if you're
Sure.
working in your CRM to communicate and do all of that, I'm going to share my screen and I want to teach you guys how to do like a friends list. Does anyone in here know what a friends list is on Facebook and use it?
I do, but I don't use it. So
Okay.
I'm excited to
Well,
learn.
and it's something that can either work for you or not. But if you're posting things and you are thinking like the algorithms are not working for you, then you might want to work on doing a friends list because this is the way it's a custom list. So let me just go home real quick. So let me go to my page here, Dawn. Okay. So on your page, I'm sorry, from home, right here on the left side, right here, you click see more, and you're going to want to go to your at the bottom, unless they've changed this since I was in here. I literally was just on it. Friends at the top. And in here, you could go down to the bottom here and it says custom lists. So you could click on that and you have all of these different custom lists that you can create inside of Facebook. We used to be able to click on these. You click on one and it would just show the feed, but they took that away because it was really nice too, because I'd be able to just go into my VIP database and I'd be able to scroll. But now it only shows you who they are. But I just wanted to show you this part first because here's the list. So if you want to create a new list, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom and you can create a list. So I would like for you guys to think of your list as your VIP. So you all have like your very important people, your top 100 or whatever you want to call it, your sphere of influence. All of your sphere of influence should be on a custom list. So if you're going to post something, at a minimum, you know that it's going to get seen by them. And how do we do that? So when we're in our feed and we're going to post something, you can click right here on this drop down and you can choose your audience and you could choose specific friends. And if you do this and click that, then that post, whatever you're posting, you can go down here and you could choose that friends list. So see, these are there. So if you pull it up, you can choose, let's see, I forgot how to do this. Top, well, I have these guys in here. Hold on. Include and exclude friends and lists. Here we go. Top 100. Okay, so that's my friends list. So if I were to click that, that's what puts it in that post, and then I can save it and I could post just to that list. So you just got to kind of play around with it, but it's done right here. So if I'm going to go in and I'm going to post let's say I do recruiting. So most of my stuff is all around recruiting agents and not my lead gen stuff for my business. but I would want to do a post and I want to make sure that they see it. That is where you go in and you do your custom list. So super easy. But how do you get people on that list? That's another question. So let's go into my feed and I'll find like one person that I want to look at through all these people. Let's look at Mickey. Let's see if she's on. So this is a friend. She's a friend of mine. She's a realtor. And I want to look and see if she's on a list or I want to add her to a list. So you go to friends and you edit the friend list right here. So she's on a list right now because she's one of my friends and I've organized my people through my lists. But if I wanted to edit that, I could do it here. And look, I could add her to whatever list I want to add her to. And if you create a new one and you're brand new to this, try not to get too many lists because I have so many lists and it's just ridiculous. But I have a friends list from Bakersfield. I have a send out cards list. I have my VIP list. She's in my top 100. So your lists are yours for your business and depending on what you want to do. But at a minimum, whatever your VIP people are, your sphere of influence, I hope that you have gone into Facebook and at least those people are the ones that you're posting for if you're going to do some kind of a good social media post. So, any questions on that? Nope.
No,
Okay, so
thank you.
we have created a.
Oh, Emily has a question.
Go ahead,
Sorry, I was late
Emily.
to unmute.
No, go ahead.
Do you know if whenever you create these lists in Facebook, if it affects the algorithm because they're both under Meta, does it affect your algorithm on Instagram at all whenever you create your list and you post things to specific groups in Facebook?
I have no idea.
No?
That's a good
Okay.
question.
That is a
I'm
great question.
Because if
I
so, that
just
would be
do it because
amazing.
those people, I mean, that audience is in Instagram also. So,
Right.
yes, Dr. Bola.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
That's just Bola.
Hi.
I'll
Oh,
remember
just
to change
Bola. Okay.
my name. Yeah. So my question is, are we posting to our business page or are you recommending that we use our personal Facebook
That's
page
a
in
great
this case?
question.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on who your audience is and what your goals are with your social media. So Jess uses social media, her personal channel, a lot more for her real estate business. I use my social media my main profile for agents and communicating because and sharing trainings and doing things like what we do right now. So we have two different agendas, both of us. So I do have that following and I do have my business page set up, but my goal is if somebody goes and looks for the loading group, they see posts. So I have a lot of auto posting that goes on there because I'm not using it organically. So for me, that's what I do because I want to if one of those people that I get through a paid ad goes and searches for me, I want them to be able to find my business page and they can because it's the loading group, but I don't do a whole lot of personal things like she talks about. I do all that on my personal page. Jess, I'll hand it to you. And then I'll let
So-
Jamie answer that as well because we're all different.
Yeah, business pages are good to have to make you look legit, to make everyone know that you have a business. But if you post things on there, there is not much organic reach at all. So it doesn't get pushed out in front of people because Facebook is a business too. So Facebook wants your business to pay to be seen. So
Yeah.
if you're just posting organically to grow,
Not
post on
happening.
your business page, but post this. I post the same thing on my personal page as I do on my business page so that there's content there that can build my know, like, and trust again if I run Facebook ads or something like that. So it's kind of like nice, but also is especially if it doesn't look like an ad, I really your personal Facebook page gets so much more engagement and views, and it's so much more effective.
All of the stuff that we're talking about today should really be done on your personal page. And
Yeah,
it could
or
be a
both.
combination. It needs to be a combination. It needs to be personal. It needs to be business. It needs to be like, there's 4 different types of posts: the education, the personal, a marketing, and then
You're
proof
not going to
of
go to
business.
Facebook jail if you're
Yeah.
telling a story or, sharing your
It's
review.
it's a place to build relationships. And so I like to think of my business page to serve two different purposes. One, I do auto posting. So one of your homework assignments is to go connect your social base so that you at least have a presence on your business page in social media. And then, so that's one thing, is like just to have that presence. So anybody who goes to look for you sees that. But it's really not to attract more, because it's just not going to happen. And then two, if you are going to run ads, that's a whole nother class that there's a ton of YouTube videos, and we could always do that. And I have someone coming into the performance group in March to do Facebook ads and go over that. So stay tuned for that. But that's the other purpose for your business page. All the rest of it could be done on your personal page. And you could go share on each page too. So if you go post something on your business, you could go look at your business from your personal page and then share your business page on your personal page. So, Jamie, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, exactly that. I like to post some things on my business page and then share it to my personal, so that, that link is still there, that if they click on the post, they actually go back to my business page. There's so many pros and cons to both. But if you're someone not active on social media yet, I would honestly just start in your personal page and get comfortable with it. But if somehow maybe making the business one kind of pulls down that veil for you and makes you feel more confident, then maybe there's a reason to just dive straight in.
Per- Oops. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Awesome. All right. So let's talk about homework now, because do we have any other questions? And we're just getting started, you guys. This is Facebook. Pretty much we all have a Facebook account. We know the classes we have coming up. We're going to really dig deep into Instagram. We had a great speaker, and I have her video for next week that we're going to share, so you could go walk away with that. But we're going to go over Instagram and talk more about that next
We
week.
want
And then,
Jamie
like,
to kind of share how she uses Social Bay.
Yeah, I have my
yeah,
social babe pulled
yeah,
up.
that would be awesome. You go, girl. Go for it,
So
because we
if
have
you're at
time.
Epic, Social Bay is a social media platform that we all have access to. So just to kind of show you around a little bit, because I mean, you literally just click in your Epic Cloud, log in with your Epic email, and you're in. So I am someone that does not post as much as I would like, right? So I chose to activate their content calendar. And what's cool about it, I mean, look at all these posts that are already scheduled for me. Some are videos, some are links, some are my listings. There's a whole gamut of things. So like today, they posted this tag your favorite. Now, what's cool is I could get in there and edit the post before it goes. So if you kind of thought of this as a monthly thing, right? Homework for you, go in some of these, make them sound more like you. Maybe I could come in here and be like, Forest Cafe is my favorite, right in downtown Liberty Hill, right? I can make it be more personalized, because then that is going to get me more,
Ooh, you could even
more
put a
traffic.
picture of like you with your coffee. That's cool.
Exactly. So, if we're doing this at a high level, that's what we would do, right? Have me with my little latte, maybe with something Forest behind it, Forest Cafe. So, that's the stages, right? So if just posting is a goal, this can be a very great tool that is literally free for you to use. And like I said, tomorrow, this is what it's going to post for this. And I came in here and I did today just change it because it said an awfully large island. I'm like, I don't say awfully. So I just made it all caps. But you can come in there and edit that, and you can also have different things or different times. So this is going to go out to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So you can truly customize it as much as you want.
And just real quick, you can also share put in criteria for which Epic listings that you want to share. You could put that you want it to share listings over 500K in your area, and it will just, they don't have to be your listings. Any Epic listings in your area over 500K will be automatically posted to the social media platforms that you choose. So that's another way to just remind people that you're a realtor in your area.
And then exactly what she's talking about here. So company listings, it's right under the listings tab. You can come in here, do a search. You can do the auto setup. I don't know why it's taking so long to load, but obviously I want to use my area. And this is one that is, oh, that's Brooklyn's cool. So yeah, I can come down here. I can schedule a post. And, looking for a new home, I can scroll through the pictures even, and, maybe I'd rather choose the kitchen or the living room or whatever it might be. Doing the front of the house all the time, it can be a good idea to do, different photos, so it's not always just the front of the house. If it had a pool, I'd do the backyard, right? So it's super easy to do. I can even come in here and customize the text, click continue. I don't want them to run ads necessarily, but yeah, sure. Let's make it go live. So, and then it of course does that for you and landing pages. So real quick, I just wanted to share it with everyone because I do get quite a few leads. I am very diligent about using my Social Bay landing pages and for my listings. So like even today, someone coming through, and the information you get from it is pretty good. So I even got their birthday for this seller, this someone looking to sell, and kid's name, like so much information, more than I would get from almost any other site I can think of. And then various ones come in from your different listings and it lets you know. And so it is a very good lead source as well.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
That is so great.
And
And
then
those leads connect to your Lofty account, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is where Epic runs our ads now. So you'll have analytics to share with your sellers on how much reach and engagement their Facebook and Instagram ad got as well.
If I can, yeah. I don't know if it's in all this, if this is just.
So these post to your business page, correct, Jamie?
Right, I have it all going direct to my business page.
I have the auto poster on too, but I hardly look at it. Like I need to be more resourceful and go do something a little bit more intentional with that. Like, and then share that on my personal page, like maybe once or twice a week, I think would be a really good idea. And I don't put listings on there. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, and so exactly what Jess said too. Like here, I could share this with my client that, from just this link, we've got, 414, 5,000 impressions, 43 people have engaged. This is already pending, so that's great. But, if it wasn't something and they're like, what are you doing for me? You can be like, here.
Love it. Awesome. All right. Any questions? Yes, Bola.
I'm so sorry. This
No,
is the
don't be
first time
sorry.
I'm
We love
seeing this
it.
social base, so I'm definitely gonna go in and look more into it. So I just wanted to, could you please just clarify for me, or if it's something that I will be able to read later, for the leads to come in, I have to have my listings, right?
No.
So this,
No,
no.
you can use Epic's listings, company listings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to clarify. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And there's a
Mhm.
whole training course on Social Bay in the Power Academy. So if you're with Epic, and I think all of you are, if not, that's okay. You could go pay for Social Bay, but we get it extra at Epic. I mean, as a benefit for us, it's free. So you could go in, Bola, into the Power Academy, and it's one of the first classes in there. You could take it and just learn how to use it from top to bottom.
Awesome. I will be doing that today.
Yay, good, awesome. All right, let's get back to homework really quick. So I have not, I'm when I do the video, I'm going to put this in a Google Doc so that it'll show up on the YouTube video, but I'm going to share my screen really quick and just open. If you guys will just screenshot this, if you're in the class right now, you could screenshot this. So these are some ideas. You can add to it, you can not do it, whatever. It's up to you. It's your business. You get to do it. We just are here to help you and share like what we're doing. But go through your profile, your personal and your business, and let's just do Facebook this whole week. Like let's take off some of the pressure of overdoing it and just spend, 15 minutes a day working on your Facebook content and creating a plan, an action plan, which I'm going to share another gift with you that one of our girls that is not here today because she's doing her own class, Sylvia Dana, has a great calendar and you can change the things around. I'm going to show you that too. But homework item number 1, go through your profile and update everything. Create your business page or update it as well. Sign up for Social Bay to post on your business page. Create a social media calendar. I'm going to go over that here in a minute. And then create your friends list so that you can post and share and make sure that your friends see whatever you're posting. All right. So that's a lot, but hopefully you screenshot this. It will be in the video that I will be sending out by the end of the day to everybody who signed up for this class. But if not, you have that. So I'm going to get out of that. And I want to share with you this calendar. So much of our business is all about time blocking. You guys, if I put all my calendars up here, look at that. It's nuts because I have all of these different things, Epic Realty, but I love Google Calendars. If you're not using Google, I mean, take a week and go learn how to use all the Google stuff because it will save you so much time. I love Google Chrome. Up here, you can see I have all my bookmarks marked by whatever they go in, and it's ridiculous. Got a lot going on. But I want to just, right now, I want to share with you Sylvia Dana's Digital Domination Calendar because it's all about time blocking. And if we don't time block these things, they're not going to happen. Not to say you have to do it between 7 and 8 a.m., but leave it on your calendar or put it on your own calendar so that you can make it a part of your life, make it a habit. And I'm going to share this whole calendar. Sylvia has given me permission today to share this calendar, but I love her training because she also tells you how to do it. And if none of you have seen her training stuff that she does, it's phenomenal. She used to be my KV core coach at my former brokerage. And that's where I started following her. She used to be a teacher and she's just super detail oriented and gives you the how in everything. So, like, for example, I'm going to open up this weekly blog and email newsletter. I might not work on that at 12, but I can add this to my own calendar and I can change it around. So, but if you just leave it in here, know it's here and know that, hey, I got to do that on Monday. It might not be that same time, and that's okay. It doesn't have time blocking is about knowing that you need to get something done on a certain day. But you can see she's put all this stuff in here. And then not only that, she has like how she's put a video in here, how to create and send a custom newsletter in KV Core. That might be KV Core because we used to all do KV Core and she's not doing them in Lofty, but you can watch it and know that it could be done and go make it be about Lofty or whatever CRM you're using. I switched everything over to MailChimp because if I'm going to be sending out a bulk email, I want it to go through a system that is set up to do bulk emails. So I love MailChimp, but still, it's what needs to go in it. It's the content that is in here that's phenomenal. So And then once you download this calendar, you can check it or uncheck it to be on your calendar list. So these are all the different calendars. So I'm going to put that link in the chat right now. And then also like these are her daily, like here's a single property landing page. Here's a market report or evaluation post. These are all great ideas for a post for you to do for the week. So that's all there, and I'm going to put it in the chat. Oh, I want to show you how to put these on your own calendar. So if you click on it and you click on the three little dots, and you could copy it to your own calendar. See, it says copy to downloading. So if I click that, then it's just going to go to my own calendar. But I'm not going to because I don't want it on there. But I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. So if you come in here and you're like, wow, I want this, this, and this, but I don't want to do this. Now you could just add like one thing. So know that that's all there. Now I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to put this in the link in the chat, but I'm also going to put that in the video. So let me see if I did this already. All right. Any more questions? Okay, there we go. There's the calendar. There's her calendar. And I think that that's about it. All right,
right.
ladies.
Thanks,
And
guys.
sir, we have one man. All right, awesome. See you guys next Monday.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.